stuck at the area of 450,000. And until this number, this is the number and this is the moving average. I'm sorry, this is the number and this is the moving average. Until this number goes under 400, the US has a problem, okay? And the next thing is the monthly number, which is the number of jobs that were created last month in the US, which came out last Friday, came out negative. This is a loss of more than 600 jobs a month in 2008. That's terrible. I mean, you think about it, 600,000 people losing their jobs net in a month. Started getting better. Some of it was because of the census in the US. Last week's number was bad. Now, what does this mean for you? It means, basically, until the US gets better, there are no rate hikes in the US. The Fed, no rate hikes. The Fed won't raise rates with 9.5% unemployment. It can't do it, okay? While that happens, unless the catastrophe worldwide, the dollar isn't going to do very, very well. Okay, the dollar will do well when the US economy is doing well. When the US economy is doing well, people will feel more comfortable with the dollar. The US Fed will raise rates, therefore you'll get more interest on your US dollars. That will help the dollar. Okay? So far, this is not good for the US. By the way, it's not good for the world. Yeah.
On the other hand, when the US is not doing well, the US start to export, and all the big firms that produce, they're still becoming very high. So it's making the opposite effect. Like, yeah. Procter and Gamble went super high when the dollar was down, and
yeah.
all those.
No, I'll tell you why it's Procter and Gamble. If you take the large US companies, Procter and Gamble, Coca-Cola, all these companies, the vast majority of their sales is outside the US. Now, if you go to the supermarket here, okay, and you buy, I assume we all buy some kind of a Procter & Gamble product, and you look at it, it is very rare that it's manufactured in the US. It's manufactured in Ireland, it's manufactured in Turkey, it's wherever they have plants, okay? So what happens is, if the dollar is low, and you're selling this product, and you're making X on it, you're making more in dollars, right? Let's say you make one euro on toothpaste. Okay, so, and now the euro is 2, okay? I wish for you, okay? So you're making $2 on this toothpaste. Now the euro goes down, it's 1, you're only making $1 on the same toothpaste, okay? So when the dollar's weak, all these huge companies make a lot of money outside the US. If you look at the US as an economy, the percentage of exports and imports in the US as a percent of GDP is much lower than that of even Germany, France, and even more so smaller countries, let's say like Holland or Israel. Okay, because the export and imports are less, I think that's like either definitely less than 25, maybe less than 20% of US GDP. Okay, it's mainly because these companies have so many operations outside of US. I mean, you think of the large employers in Israel, how many of them are Microsofts and Intels and Hewlett Packards and companies like that. I mean, and Israel isn't an exception. So what should you do today, okay? It is